Hello, everyone. It's Melissa. We're back, and here's another workshop. We're going to be talking about, in this session, studying versus homework. What's the difference? This baby wants to know, and I know you do too. So let's get started. What is studying and what is homework? So, studying is basically setting aside time and attention to acquire knowledge. Usually, this includes reading, using textbooks, looking at notes, etc. Studying is all about learning and reviewing material so you remember it. Studying should be a consistent habit and not crammed into one session right before a test. I promise you're not going to remember as much if you study just before a test as opposed to 20 minutes every day. What is homework though? Homework is putting your knowledge into practice. So this can be any assignment that you need to do for class. This could include writing a paper, doing math problems, drawing a picture for an art class, really anything that your professor assigns that you need to do that's not like a test is homework or a form of homework. Homework is used to reinforce knowledge from class and from studying. So all three of these together means that you actually learn what you're supposed to be learning. How to effectively study. Set up a study space that works for you. People are different and people need different things. So some people like to listen to music. Some people, like me when I'm writing a paper, need absolute silence. Have an organization system that works for you so you know where things are that you need, like pens and highlighters, maybe it's sticky notes, whatever you need to be successful with studying, do that for yourself. Maybe this means you need a spot with really good lighting. It can be lots of different things. Just find a space that works for you as best that you can. Use visual aids. So this could be flowcharts and diagrams that help you put a lot of content into a simple visual so that you remember things better. Some people don't always learn the best by just writing everything down in words. Maybe it's drawing a picture that helps you remember a certain thing. And there's lots of different ways to do this. If you see to the left, there's like a bubble chart. You can use a flow chart, like the one in the middle, or an outline where you basically write things down in order of importance. Lots of different ways to study, but trying to use visuals sometimes helps more than just words. And explain your answers to others. Teaching someone else really helps you learn more, and it helps you realize how much you actually know versus what maybe you don't know. When people ask you questions back, if you can't answer it, that's something that you need to look up and try and start to remember for yourself. You could find someone in your class to be study partners with and share notes with them. That way, if the other person catches something that the professor said that you didn't, it can help you out too. And you help each other. If you're totally online and you don't have anyone to necessarily study with online, you can use someone in your family to practice with. It's okay if they don't understand what you're talking about. Just trying to teach them what you're learning will help you learn more and understand exactly what you know. And if you live alone or you don't feel comfortable trying to tell your family what you're learning, you can pretend to teach someone else. It sounds super silly, I know, but honestly, just saying things out loud really reinforces the learning. So if you pretend to teach someone else, you're going to realize more of what you know, and it will absolutely help you. More study tips. Choose a time that works for you and take breaks so you know when you're most productive. If that's the morning, study in the morning. If that's the afternoon, do that. If you're a night owl, then go ahead and do that too. Whatever works best for you. After about 20 minutes of studying, research shows that it's good to take about a 5-minute break, move around, get the oxygen flowing through your body. It helps you focus longer, it makes you feel more alert, so that you're not just staring at a piece of paper for 5 minutes and realizing that, oh, I wasn't actually studying, I just zoned out. Stay hydrated. Drinking more water helps you stay alert and focused, and it helps your body. So stay hydrated. It will help you actually focus and get more out of your study time. And motivate yourself with a reward. If you're reading a lot, maybe your reward is that you get a snack after you've read for 15 minutes. My reward system is usually around food, but it could be whatever you want it to be. If you find a way that motivates you, use that and help you study more efficiently. Oh, yeah, great work, man. Keep it up. How to best do homework. So don't wait until the last minute. And it's so important, I'm gonna say it again. Don't wait until the last minute, especially with online assignments. Computers and the internet loves to crash right when you need it. So if you prepare and try and do your assignments early, you'll be able to get those done and turned in, and you won't have to stress about it. Budget your time. So you know if you have to write a paper and you're a slow writer, you need to add more time to your calendar and block off times so that you're able actually to finish on time. So I recommend blocking off times in your calendar or setting alarms on your phone to do your work for school. It'll help you stay on top of things. Balance your due dates by making a priority list. So do what's due sooner first. If you have an assignment that's due tomorrow, but you really want to do something else that's not due until next week, that's maybe not the best decision, right? You need to do what's actually pressing and due first, and then you can start working on other assignments that you're maybe more excited about. That moment when you finish all of your homework, a blessing. Another tip, tackle the hardest assignment on your list of the day first. So once you've prioritized by your due dates, you know which assignments you really have to do that day. Do the one that's going to be the hardest for you first. It sounds weird, but your brain will be more fresh and the rest of your work won't be as hard after you finish that assignment. So if you have a math class, a physics class, and an English paper that you have to write, for me, I know physics would be the absolute hardest. So I would do that one first, and then the rest of my assignments aren't going to seem that bad after I finished it. Get help when you need it. This is huge. So, this is when the study partners can be really helpful again. So, if you have someone that you're able to share notes with, that you're able to help each other study, when you don't understand something, you can ask them your questions, and usually your study partner will be able to help you. And you can help each other when they have questions too. If you've started the homework early, like I said before, you have time and you're able to reach out to your professor for help before the assignment or the test or whatever is due. If you wait until the last minute, you're not going to have that time and you're going to have to just try and figure it out on your own. CCD offers great tutoring resources. So there's the Excel Zone. It offers online tutoring and in-person tutoring in the Confluence Building room 412 to sign up. And if you're accepted into the TRIO program, we have Mr. K. He's our personal tutor and he's amazing. So definitely use that resource. Yeah, we did it. So I'm going to let real life Melissa explain this activity. It's going to be awesome. Get excited. All right, take it away, Melissa.